Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, great millstone, preaching his word, truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim elder bishops. I meant to say Shalakia, preaching his word, truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching his word truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. And I say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a quick sit-down lesson on this Shabbat, which is January the 16th, 2022, on this Sunday night, on this Shabbat. And this article right here that I'm bringing out, is from RT.com. And this was another recent article as well, too. And this is from January 17th, 2022. And the highlight of this news article from RT.com. And it reads, Pyongyang test fire suspected ballistic missile. North Korea has ramped up its testing activity in the recent months, which what it claims to be hypersonic missile launches. And from right here it says, people who watch a news program reporting about the North Korea missile launch at a train station in Seoul, South Korea on Friday 14th. Right, that was on the 14th. Now we got a recent one right here on January the 17th, 2022. And continuing on with the reading of the news article, and it says Pyongyang has carried out another suspected missile launch. The South Korea military reported the exclusive nation has stepped up its missile activity, already firing 2 hypersonic missiles in many months. It says the alleged North Korean projected was launched towards the Sea of Japan. And once again, the South Korean military reported on Monday morning without providing any details as its type of range. The Japanese Minister of the Defense identified the projectile missile as a possible ballistic missile, while the country's Coast Guard warned vessels to look out for falling objects. The reported missile test comes several days after Pyongyang claims to have staged a drill involving a 2 railway-borne guided missiles that obliterated their intended targets in the Sea of Japan. In addition to this, North Korea has claimed they have already tested 2 hypersonic missiles since the part of the year in January and February, respectively. The nation's most recent hypersonic launch last Tuesday reportedly rivaled nerves in the Pentagon, which thought that the missile was heading for the United States. It says, and grounded a number of flights on the West Coast and a precaution. Ain't that so? And in the wake of the test, the United sanctions a number of North Koreans as well as the Russian national and the Russian foreign, with Washington accused of helping Pyongyang to obtain weapons of mass destruction or their weapons of delivery. Responding to the fresh penalties, North Korea vows a stronger and certain reaction to the sanctions, arguing that development of its hypersonic nuclear missiles program was a legit right. So, this is the 4th time, in the South Korea region, North Korea and Pyongyang, they fired another tested ballistic nuclear missile, And, this is coming, days after the United States hit them with a hard economic sanctions, which is on these countries. I mean, on these on the Russians form, I believe, and North Korea's. The United States use those sanctions, blaming them for claiming that they had helped and supported help for helping North Korea and Pyongyang for help them supporting of weapons of mass destruction. So the United States used hard economic sanctions on them, and North Korea replied that, hey, it's gonna be some serious consequences for the United States if they keep on hitting us with these hard sanctions. And then at the same time, United States, they took precaution that they thought that some of those nuclear missiles that North Korea had tested, for the third or fourth time, they kind of thought the missiles was heading to the United States. That's how afraid they was. That's how they took precaution on that. So that lets you know, like the scripture says, let the weak say I am strong. And these nations are starting to show their might and strength, and they starting to flex their muscles. And that let you know that, they don't care if they get hit with hard economic sanctions, And these other countries are starting to show their strength. Let the weak say I am strong. They starting to show their strength. And I'm gonna bring out a scripture for that applies to this article right here I just read and brought out. This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords, into pointed hooks, into spears. Let the weak say I'm strong, right? Like I mentioned before, and I'm going to say it again, North Korea, just like Kim Jong-un made that huge statement on January the 1st, 2022, a couple of weeks ago. He made that statement plain and simple that, he made a statement about, they're going to, in this year, in the year of 2022, they're going to step up their military might and strength, this year. And he been definitely showing that. He been letting his actions do the talking, and he made that statement, and then he been true on his word about that. That's why he been seeing all these continuing in the news lately of Kim Jong-un in the area of North Korea keep on doing these hypersonic ballistic nuclear missiles testing, And, Book of Joel 3 and 10, these nations are starting to show themselves that, that they are strong, and they encouraging themselves to be strong, like we ain't not weak no more. That's why it says let the weak say I am strong. You got nations like China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, South Korea, India, Pakistan, Taiwan, Beijing, all these nations starting to show that, hey, United States, even though we allies with you, hey, we got nuclear capability as well too, So, hey, we are in the times that we are currently living in. We seeing it right before our eyes of these nations, of them said they are strong. And it was another article I read too. I believe it was about Saudi Arabia and the Egyptians, the Saudis and the Egyptians. They did a military exercise drill. So, throughout the whole year 2021, that's all you've been hearing: military exercise drills, countries partner with each other, do an exchange of purchasing nuclear missiles and all that. So, that lets you know, these are the signs of the times that we are living in. These nations, hey, they might do a transaction exchange for purchasing of heavy military equipment, and doing these drills and fallout exercise training, these joint exercise drills. These are hypersonic nuclear missile testings, foot soldiers training. They got tanks on the ground, foot soldiers on the ground. So, these are the signs of the times that we are currently living in as these wars and rumors of wars continue to increase and turning up the heat in the year 2022. And these wars and rumors of wars are starting to become a reality in the year 2022. And this is the year of Yahweh Bashem Shai turning up the heat in the year 2022. So with that, I hope this quick sit down lesson on this Shabbat, which is January the 16th, 2022, on this Sunday night. I hope this was edifying through the spirit of power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, preaching His word, truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the elder bishops scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching His word, truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching His word, truthfully and sincerely. And with that, I will say Shabbat Shalom.